for being here. This is Chris Young with 80/20 CRM, and I'm going to discuss today a little bit about my GetReal account in the 80/20 CRM platform. So let's get started. If you're on your home page or anywhere within the platform, make sure you're in the 80/20 CRM app. You can go to the app launcher in the top left, click 80/20 CRM, and then you'll see across the top some tabs. If you have access to it, you'll see my GetReal account over on the right-hand side. Some users don't have access to it because they don't have any need to manage it. It's more of an admin page. Click into my GetReal account and I'll run you through a little bit of what's here. So you're able to see your credit balance, so API credits, county record data, skip traces, etc. And you can see the dashboard as well. If there's been any API calls, we're just in the sandbox here. If you want to set low balance alert so that you know, hey, we're hitting, our credits are running down, our users have been using them, they're making life a little more efficient there. A new lead comes in, it's just an address, for example, we can pull the property and we can skip trace it on the fly, don't have to send it out anywhere, which is really nice. Auto refresh balance, you say, hey, when it hits 50 credits, I want to automatically refresh with 100 credits or something. So you can say, hey, when we hit 50, let's go ahead and add 500 credits, or let's add 1,000 credits. And you'll see the amount there. So we can update that. If you need to purchase credits on the fly, you've got a few ways of doing that. The first one is purchase credits tab button here, and you've got monthly options with different volumes, and you can see the tier on those volumes, or just a one-time, that's a subscription, or a one-time purchase, pretty easy. Just pay the single amount and those credits will come over to you. It may take a few minutes for them to come, but they hit the system and then refresh in your account. You're also able to see more detailed accounting of those API requests. What has been hit, what's the payload, the input. So if you're wanting to dig in a little bit, you can see what's been used. Want to make sure it's transparent for you. If you need additional products and services, maybe you want to add a user, or you'd like to add elite support for Sales Cloud, Experience Cloud, or Marketing Cloud, certainly we've got those available. You can add a user here, hit subscribe. That can take up to a few hours for that license to allocate to your org, but make sure it gets there. And then services. So if you're looking for additional administrative support, maybe you want help making a few different reports or some kind of minor tasks in addition to some admin tasks, then this is a good option for you. If you're looking to change some journeys in Marketing Cloud, or maybe you want some help with your subscription center or some of the other pieces there, we also have elite support for Marketing Cloud. And then integration support. This is a great option if you've got lots of third-party integrations. It's funny with APIs, things are always changing. And so we make sure that you've got great uptime and things are always coming in, and make tweaks and adjustments. If you're like, hey, it doesn't seem like it's coming in just right, or we'd like to pull this data in also, we make sure that everything is working the way you'd like, and keep it maintained, as well as add new integrations if you decide to bring in some other vendors or sources. So that's a really popular one, just making sure things are running, and you can just kind of let it go out of sight, out of mind. We handle it and take care of it, and then respond to any requests that you've got there. If you're looking for bigger changes, hey, I want to build a whole new module for my team, right? Doing X, Y, and Z. Maybe it's I want to build a whole new property management app, or I want to build commercial lending, right? Whatever it is that you want to do, that custom development, we can do that. Or maybe you want to just build some really powerful dashboards or analytics, we can do that too. Some custom screen flows, all sorts of things. The great thing about Salesforce is, the world is your oyster. You can do whatever you want in the platform. So those are there for you. And then again, to be able to purchase credits. And then if you go into your payment methods and history, that will forward into your account. You'll be able to see, what methods you're using for payment and some of your invoice history. If there's anything there you're not seeing, just reach out to us and let us know and get it for you. The public site, this is important. It just makes sure that there's, connectivity to API calls, and which site we want to use. It just defaults to the original disposition or listing portal that we put in there. And then some other features and settings in my GetReal account. So AI, you've got some options with AI. Enable ChatGPT SMS assist. This is when your SMS messages go out in any automated fashion. Do you want to have AI tailor that to personality type and conversation history? So if it's going through Marketing Cloud, it will adapt and adjust. And then the utility, this is on the front side. You want your users to have access to the AI bot in the activity hub and down in the utility bar down here. You can see this guy there, for example. Lead and activity management, we're going to be adding a lot more to this actually in the coming weeks. So auto mark as read on new outgoing communication. So when something new comes in, an SMS, a text message, they hit a landing page, it's marked as unread. You'll see a little unread icon. Not too dissimilar from Podio's unprocessed. It's kind of where that I think came from for the most part based on popular demand. And this one is, hey, if I want it to automatically mark it as read on any outgoing communication, that's that guy. Some teams prefer, I want them to manually trigger that, click that button and tell me that it's read and they've reviewed the details. Time to contacted status turns yellow. So speed to lead. We want to know how long do you want to wait before you turn that stoplight yellow, right? So typically it's somewhere between 5 and 30 minutes. And then how long before you want it to turn red? Usually 30 to 60 minutes. Some teams want shorter or longer. Obviously you want to try and get to those leads within 5 minutes if you can. And then number of days before an idle lead in contacted status goes to nurturing. Like, what are you talking about? So a new lead comes in, we've contacted that lead. How long do you want to wait before Marketing Cloud kicks on its warm nurture journey? So we recommend 3 to 7 days in there. What it checks for is it makes sure that there are no activities on that lead scheduled out. So if it's like, hey, it looks like it's fallen through the cracks, there's nothing scheduled, then let's go ahead and trigger that nurture journey, make sure it's going automatically. Now that's in contacted status. There's also, we deliver by default a working status, meaning, hey, we've contacted them, we've established two-way communication, and now we're actively working that lead. That one means we're a little more in depth into that lead. And so we usually give a couple more days of grace period there before we, assuming your team is working it and has some plans scheduled there. We're trying not to step on toes, but you can change how quickly you want that nurture journey to kick on. In opportunity management, this may seem silly, but just naming convention. How do you want those opportunities and transactions to be named by default? And so we typically deliver it with the need. Are they looking to sell a home? Are they looking to buy a home, sell multifamily? Maybe they're looking to sell land. And so just keeping that data, those needs specific, because you usually have different teams doing different things. And then the name, individual's name, the lead name, and then the address. You've got some other options in there. The account, which would be like the business name usually, or the person if it's a person account, or if you want the street instead of the full address, and you can move those around. And then if you want to mass update all of those, just check that box there and it will mass update everything. So this is Chris Young. I appreciate your time. This is 80/20 CRM and a little bit about my GetReal account. Thank you.